Please get ready for a dictation of a matter taken from the website of the Ministry of Railways. It is about Indian Railways and has been edited wherever felt necessary. 5 seconds. Start. The first railway on Indian subcontinent ran over a stretch of 21 miles from Bombay to Thane. The formal inauguration ceremony was performed on 16th April 1853 when 14 railway carriages carrying about 400 guests left at 3:30 p.m. amidst the loud applause of a vast multitude and to the salute of 21 guns. The first passenger train streamed out of Howrah station, destined for Hooghly, a distance of 24 miles, on 15th August 1854. Thus, the first section of the East Indian Railway was opened to public traffic, inaugurating the beginning of railway transport on the eastern side of the subcontinent. In South, the first line was opened on 1st July 1856 by the Madras Railway Company. There were the small beginnings, which is due course developed into a network of railway lines all over the country. By 1880, the Indian railway system had a route mileage of about 9,000 miles. Indian Railways, the premier transport organization of the country, is the largest rail network in Asia and the world's second largest under one management. In order to bring about greater efficiency in administration, speedy implementation of ongoing projects, better customer care, reduction of workload on general managers, etc., Indian Railways have decided to create 7 new zones by territorial readjustment of existing zones. The new zones, having limited financial burden on railways, will have thin and lean, efficient and modern administrative setup. 2 of the new zones have already started functioning. With a view to complete strategically important projects within a stipulated period of time, a non-budgetary investment initiative for the development of railways has been launched. Under the scheme, all the capacity bottlenecks in the critical sections of the railway network will be removed at an investment of rupees 15,000 crore over the next 5 years. These projects would include 1. Strengthening of the Golden Quadrilateral to run more long-distance mail, express and freight trains at a higher speed of 100 kmph. 2. Strengthening of rail connectivity to ports and development of multi-modal corridors to hinterland. 3. Construction of 4 mega bridges, 2 over river Ganga, 1 over river Brahmaputra and 1 over river Kosi. 4. Accelerated completion of those projects nearing completion and other important projects. Safety of 13 million passengers that Indian Railways serve every day is of paramount importance to the system. Over the years, apart from the regular safety norms followed, the network has taken a number of steps through innovative use of technology and stepped up training to its manpower to enhance safety standards. Constitution of rupees 17,000 crore non-lapsable special railway safety fund to replace the arrears of aging assets of railways over the next 6 years has been a historical move in this direction. A number of distressed bridges, old tracks, signaling system, and other safety enhancement devices will be replaced during this period. As far as budget allocation for safety is concerned, rupees 1400 crore was allocated in the revised estimate for the year 2001-2002 and rupees 2210 crore for the year 2002-2003. Extensive field trials of the anti-collision device indigenously developed by Konkan Railway is going on, and once deployed across the zonal railways, this innovative technology will help railways reduce accidents due to collision between trains. Security of railway passengers is at present a shared responsibility of the Railway Protection Force and the Government Reserve Police. Efforts are on to amend the Railway Act to give more powers to the RPF in ensuring security of passengers on trains and within railway premises. Deployment of women police force has been made for security and assistance of women passengers. The final position of Indian Railways has been slowly but steadily improving. Some of the highlights of the financial performance during 2001-2 include improved operating ratio from 98.8% to 96.6%, savings in ordinary working expenses of rupees 1487 crore, depreciation reserve fund balance goes up from rupees 78.04 crore during March last year to rupees 632.99 crore during same time this year. Railways have established a new milestone in incremental freight loading during July this year by carrying 5.70 million tons of goods. Freight loading for the last financial year crossed the target and attained 492.31 million tons. To take care of the unreserved segment of the passengers, a new pilot project on computer-based unreserved ticketing has been launched this year. Of the 13 million passengers served by the network every day, nearly 12 million are unreserved passengers. To cater to this huge segment, computer-based ticketing system has been launched for all stations in Delhi area and in due course throughout the country. With this, unreserved tickets can be issued even from locations other than the boarding station and will reduce crowds at booking offices and stations. With the assistance of Center for Railway Information Systems has launched online ticketing facility which can be accessed through website irctc.co.in. Computerized reservation facilities were added at 245 new locations. At present, these facilities are available at 758 locations in the country, covering about 96% of the total workload of passenger reservation. Computerized reservation related inquiries about accommodation availability, passenger status, train schedule, train between pair of stations, etc. have been made web enabled. Stop.